fuck, I know you're right. Start over, keep on going.
Worst cold open ever.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness.
Just writing more subjects for the hat.
Damn.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Best of 5 featuring myself.
And myself. I was waiting for you to finish that, but you didn't say G.
No, not today.
Yeah. Well, how are you, G?
I'm good.
Had a meeting this morning, working on some stuff. Good day so far. Long day for me.
It's weird not being a morning person and doing a bunch of morning shit.
Yeah. That's like one thing that I kind of more so grew into as an adult, because I definitely am not a morning person. And as an adult, you have to wake up early for a bunch of shit, like to go to the bank.
to.
Well, like to go to the banker or whatever before you have to go do stuff.
And you don't have to do that anymore as much.
Yeah. Well, you're
Got
right.
ATMs and shit.
Yeah. But you know, yeah. So like now I'm older, I like have to work early in the morning. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I still stay up till 4 in the morning. I just can wake up at 3.
Just got to contemplate.
Or with
why-
3 hours of
what's
sleep,
the
I should
meaning,
say.
You know,
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah, well, how are you, man?
Yeah, not too bad. Hanging in there. You know, it's a little moist this week, so
Yeah.
got a little rain, a lot of rain.
A lot of rain. This is our first podcast without any special guests in a couple of weeks, so I hope you guys enjoyed those last 2 guests. Last week was kind of a shit show.
A little bit.
So enjoy
Just
that
a little
one.
bit. Yeah, this is episode 110.
Uno diez, uno diez, uno diez. I don't know why I went with my Mexican voice on that
Yeah,
one.
I don't
Mexican
know.
radio voice.
That's fair.
Maybe that's how we should do a trailer, just to make it like a Spanish Mexican videos. Radio voice.
Yeah, good.
Best of 5 podcast con Chris y Guillermo.
I like how you said Guillermo.
Yeah. Guillermo.
Guillermo. Anyway,
¿De qué se trata? Chingue su madre, no sé.
well, with that being said, should probably just kick in the first subject.
Vamos
shall
al primer round.
we? Round uno.
Why did you go like Street Fighter and like Super Mexican at the same time?
Have you not played Mexican Street Fighter?
Yes, round 1. Fight.
I
That's
guess
all it is.
I guess I had a pirated version.
Yeah.
It's like round uno.
Why are they all naked?
All right, move on.
Round 1.
All right, Chris.
All right, G.
¿Qué es la primer subject?
Subjecto numero
I don't know
uno.
if it's subjecto.
I'm pretty sure it's subjecto.
Subjeto. It's subjeto.
Anyway,
You're just me.
I am umming you.
Bruh, that's my first language.
Yeah, and you're not very good at
It's not subjecto, it's subjeto.
Yeah, bet. But yeah, subject number 1 is what are you reading, playing, watching?
Okay.
What are you reading, playing, watching?
There's some Jackie Chan shit like, who am I?
Who are
am
you?
I?
Yeah, anyway.
You ever
yeah.
watched that movie?
No.
Who am I?
Yeah.
That's like the one movie that like got him like and like into international stardom, I think. Or one of them. Yeah, definitely one of them. He's like, who am I? Because he doesn't remember. He's like running around doing Jackie Chan stuff, trying to figure out who he is.
That's terrible. Anyway,
It's
what
fucking awesome, dude.
were you currently reading or watching that?
I've been talking a lot about Jackie Chan lately. I know that.
Yeah. Was that like your new thing right now? Is Jackie Chan?
No, it's Jackie Chan.
That's offensive, sir.
No, he said it himself. He's like,
No, he's like, I just wish that one day people will call me Jackie Chan and not Jackie Chan.
what's crazy because it's not even his real name.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about this the other day when I was looking up. We were talking about Jackie Chan, coincidentally enough, looking up his filmography and then how his like stage name progressed into Jackie Chan.
Is Jackie Chan the one person we talk about the most, or who do we talk about the most in this podcast?
I don't think it's the first time we've actually talked about Jackie Chan.
Is he in the hat? He's got to be in the hat.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
So, sorry, what was the question? After we wasted a minute.
What are you reading, playing, watching?
So, currently, I just finished a book about the Mexican Revolution, which, if you guys have never looked into it, like, it's fucking insane. Like, that shit should be,
Yeah.
like, it needs to be a movie. Like, some crazy-ass shit happened during the Mexican Revolution. So, read that.
I'm
Currently,
pretty sure they do have a lot of movies about it, but they were made in like
no,
50s.
they need to make a movie that doesn't have Antonio Banderas as every main character.
This was before that, dude.
No, there's an actual HBO movie that's, like, he's playing Pancho Villa, and I'm like,
Yeah. Because I remember my grandpa watched a movie that was like black and white called Pancho Villa or something.
yeah, it was probably played by, like, John Wayne.
I mean, you
Tell
might
me
be
I'm
right.
wrong.
You might be right. I don't know.
It's fucking, it's just that you're thinking of the Three Amigos, bro.
Oh man.
No, so reading that, currently playing Jedi Survivor.
Okay.
Super good. And then what am I watching? The playoffs, baby.
That's not a series
It's definitely a series.
or like
It's a best of 7
serial. A serial, I guess I should say.
It's dramatic, man.
Not really.
I mean, it's dramatic when it shouldn't be.
Yeah, dude, for real. Like the
I'm
whole.
loving.
I guess by the
Nuggets.
time this comes out,
We'll definitely know.
they would know who won.
Yeah.
It's the Nuggets.
Shut up. I hope your Rockies win.
They have been winning actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. What are you doing?
So
Reading. He doesn't read.
yeah, obviously I don't read, but I have been reading a lot of stuff on like looking up a lot of lav mics because that's going to be a new purchase that we're hoping to make soon. And I was looking into like technical specs and kind of what you need to do, just reading a bunch of random stuff about that. About to play Red Dead because you just gave it to me.
You're gonna love it.
But oddly enough, I was clearing up stuff off my hard drive and I just started playing a random game that I played once.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, what game is this? And I played it for like 3 hours and I was like,
Infinity, whatever.
yeah, I forgot what it's called. It's called like
Infinite.
not Bio Infinite. It's like Biohazard or something stupid like that. And it's about like, you're like a rocket raccoon basically.
Why don't they make school in video game mode? It's like, yeah, it's just called biography.
Yeah, biography.
I'm playing this cool game called Geography.
Right. I'm playing this sweet game called Spanish 2.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, so I was playing that, but hopefully play Red Dead. I still play 76 on and off still. But I can't play it unless I have like 7 hours blocked off
Gross.
because that's how I play Fallout, which is probably a problem.
It's definitely a problem.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's also the solution, oddly enough.
Yeah.
And what are you watching?
Ooh,
I know what I'm watching.
I'm definitely checking out the Doom Patrol on HBO Max.
I heard that's actually really good.
It's okay. I wouldn't say it's really good. It's okay so far.
I heard it's like Agents of Marvel. Good.
Yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was
That's
good.
what it was,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was really good for the first couple seasons, and then it just got weird once they like stopped following the MCU. But, you know, that's what it is.
I think some of those characters are coming back from what I heard, but I also don't care.
That's fair.
Don't care.
But yeah, other than that, I'm still on my movie binge. I don't have a theme for this year because every year I might have talked about this, but every year when I watch movies, I always have a theme of what movies I watch. Last year was 20 films made 20 years ago.
Was it 20 or 10 years ago?
Oh yeah, 20 films made 10 years ago. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And so I watched a bunch of movies from 2012.
That didn't age well, apparently.
Yeah, a lot of them were really not good.
Like, they're good for their time.
But yeah, there's a lot of them. Like The Dark Knight was on there, I think.
That might have been The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, it might have been Rises. I don't know. One of the Dark Knights was on there. Like a lot of bangers. There was another MCU movie. I forgot which one it was. I don't know. I watch a lot of movies, like too many movies. So this year, I think I'm going to watch like, I don't know, 90s rom-coms, I think.
You should just do movies that came out 20 years ago.
Yeah, but
93? 93 was 93 or 95 is a good year.
20 years ago was 2003, dog.
Fuck me. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm fucking 30.
Yeah, Brad. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know.
2003 was not a good year. I think, didn't the last Lord of the Rings come out?
That sounds about right because it's right before I went to high school. So I'm trying to remember what even came out 20 years ago.
You should watch movies that are PG-13 when you were 13.
Ooh, that's kind of a good topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way it's like, oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, PG-13 movies were pretty hardcore.
Unless you were hardcore.
Yeah.
One thing I'm watching right now also, I'm actually watching this like with my wife, which is pretty cool, is Ted Lasso.
I heard that was pretty good, but I'm not into soccer, so I don't really
You
care.
don't have to be into soccer with this one.
I also don't like Jason Sudeikis.
You don't like Jason Sudeikis?
No, I don't at all.
Really?
I think he's annoying.
He's fucking awesome in the show.
Yeah.
It's a really good show. If you guys haven't seen Ted Lasso, check it out. Even if you don't like soccer, it's pretty funny. And it's like British funny too, which is weird that I enjoyed
So
it.
it's like an American TV show that has British humor.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, it's like American written, but the British are saying it. So then it's like American jokes told by British people.
Huh. Okay. That's a very specific niche, but all right.
And there's a Mexican kid in that one that he's my favorite for sure. He's like, soccer is life.
Oh, of course he is.
No, he is. It's amazing. It's nice to have him on as a soccer player for sure. Yeah. Yeah, what are you guys watching? Let us know because I'm trying to look for new shit to watch too or read. I'm actually looking up for a really good book. I will love a book that is like more of a classic.
Yeah, he likes classic novels or
Like, I want a book that-
nonfiction.
Like, I want a book that like you hear about and you're like, why does everyone like this book? Like, give me those suggestions.
Have you read The Catcher in the Rye?
I have not actually. That's actually on my list.
Have you read Of Mice and Men?
Yes, I love that book.
Have you
actually.
read The Cuckoo's Nest one? All those books I've read
Pretty good.
because I had to.
Yeah, and that's
Have you read Holes? I read Holes for fun.
yeah, that's actually
Oh.
that's actually one that I actually finished when I was younger.
I have a book I'm going to give you.
Which one?
4 books I'm going to give you.
Oh, it's not Twilight. I'm not doing it. Sorry,
It's Twilight.
I'm not doing it. I'm more like To Kill a Mockingbird or to
Nope,
like,
you said classics. Twilight's a classic.
I was talking to the audience.
Now moving on to the
Talking
next
audience,
subject.
Not to Chris. Fuck you. I'm not reading your shitty ass books.
Round 2.
All right, subject number 2.
What is subject number 2, G?
I'm excited for this one because I literally just wrote it today. I honestly was not picking it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was on camera of you throwing it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The subject is Best Action Daddy.
I don't know what that means. Like best action movie star?
Yes,
Okay.
Best Action Daddy.
Ooh.
I also like saying daddy because I think it's awesome.
Yeah, because I don't know. He learned it in like his word of the day or whatever.
My
So
word,
now he
it's
just
word
says
of the
it.
year, I think, at this
Yeah.
point. Best Action Daddy. So pretty much what I'm asking you and me is,
Well,
who are your favorite like action like hero stars?
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. Yeah, dude, he totally is.
So
He's
yeah,
definitely
so
top.
Jackie Chan. I do really enjoy Jet Li. When I first saw Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, I just fell in love with just like karate, kung fu, martial arts movies in general. So then I started doing a deep dive, and a lot of like Jet Li, Jackie Chan, even like the old like movies from China that are overdubbed to English.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, dude, I fell in love with like just martial arts movies.
I would say the thing about Jet Li that I like about his style is that he was always aggressive.
Yeah,
Like I remember like the movie The One.
dude, I love that movie.
Like Jackie Chan's style is very much
Well, Jackie Chan's a comedic fighter.
yeah, which is still great.
Yeah.
But with Jet Li, like it was an aggressive they're probably punching each other for real kind of thing. Like super intense, super good.
God, what's his name? Yen? Don.
I couldn't tell you.
He was in the Rogue One.
Oh yeah, he's super sick.
God, what's his name? Donnie Yen.
You might be right.
I
actually.
think that's what it
Maybe.
is.
He's really good. Yeah, but I would definitely say like Jet Li's a good one. It's
Yeah.
crazy how he like just aged so quickly. I think he's like not doing too great, which sucks.
Ooh, that sucks. I don't know. I really loved Jason Statham like back in the day.
Early Jason Statham was
Yeah,
sick.
like when he was doing like Rock and
Transporter?
Rolla. Ooh, even after that or before that, because Rock and Rolla,
Italian Job.
Italian Job was kind of shit, but that wasn't his fault. Any Guy Ritchie movie with him in it is fucking sick.
Yeah, Cranked.
Yeah, Crank was kind of funny.
Yeah, Transporter was super sick. Like
Yeah,
that-
Transporter was super sick.
What's that scene where he's like knocks on the door and they check like the eye hole, so that the perspective from the eye hole, and you just see him running to like
Yeah,
kick
running
the
to
door.
kicks the door
Super
open.
sick. Yeah. So yeah, he's really good. I would definitely say
Should we go like?
any recent ones like Chris
Yeah.
Pratt's only good.
I was thinking more like mostly recent, but we can definitely jump into '90s action daddies.
Yeah, well, we can talk recent real quick. Chris
Yeah.
Pratt is only good for I think for Guardians of the Galaxy. Anything else
Yeah.
outside of him, like Jurassic World was good for the first one, and then it just
Yeah,
was annoying.
But that wasn't his fault. It was just not good.
Keanu Reeves.
He's now kind of an action daddy. Like he was definitely did no action till The Matrix, and even The Matrix was very
The first one was
ish.
great. Yeah.
yeah, Matrix was very ish on actioning scenes.
Constantine is really good though.
Yeah, Constantine was pretty good. I mean, once he did John Wick, dude, he's certified fresh action
Who am I
daddy.
thinking of? Oh goodness, I had someone in mind. I was like, this person, like he fucks, and he's like more recent.
Okay.
Fuck.
Well, that sucks.
is it?
I guess I'll just keep talking.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is the action daddy of all action daddies, dude.
He's not like Mission Impossible. The first one, he was kind of action-y, but he's not like an action person. He does action movies, but like he doesn't really do a lot of fighting. He does more gun stuff, and he runs in every movie.
Well, yeah, but so I mean, that was like '90s, like action movies was all, was all gunfights. It wasn't really fighting.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
So I would say,
don't know.
I would say
I
Tom
don't-
Cruise is probably the best because he does his own stunts still.
Yeah, I wouldn't count Tom Cruise as an action daddy for me though.
Huh? Well,
Yeah.
I think that's one we can agree to disagree for sure.
But then, yeah, like even if we just jump back, like going back to the classic
like
daddies,
Top Gun, I know it's like not really like
that's what I'm saying.
action.
Like that's an action movie, but it's not an action.
Edge of
actor.
Tomorrow was so good.
That one was not very good.
I like that
Emily Blunt was more of an action daddy in that movie. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go with the classics.
Yeah,
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, Jean-Claude. There's a new movie that came out just a couple years ago.
Expendables.
But it's all in French, and I kind of want to watch it, but it's overdubbed, and I hate overdubs. So I'm trying to find the original in French with subtitles. Yeah. But yeah, it's like a retired assassin, like coming back and like or something. I don't know. I haven't watched it. Like I said, it's in French, so I don't really know what it's about. But it's more like a retired assassin coming back, and it's like a comedy. So there's a scene where, like, just in the trailer, where it's like there's like a group of soldiers walking through a hallway, and then it pans up, and he's just doing the splits in the ceiling, just going like this. And I was like,
Jean-Claude was my favorite.
right.
He did the splits, and he was just like the goofiest one.
yeah.
Steven Seagal's second, do you know?
Dude, Steven Seagal is not aged well.
He's a terrible person.
Yeah, he's apparently like a really shitty person to work with. Like, there's a bunch of stories coming out now where he's doing movies now, and he's like a double black belt in Aikido, or I forgot what his martial arts style is. But he's literally like punches stunt guys. He doesn't pull his punches. He literally just hits them. And people are coming out and be like, yeah, don't work with this guy. He fucking is an asshole.
Yeah, he totally looks like one too.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a standoff. Arnold or Sly?
I'm more of a Rambo than a Commando.
I think I'm more Arnold.
Yeah.
Arnold has the best one-liners.
Yeah, I guess Sly's one-liners you don't really understand. But there's nothing better than like Rambo and Rocky, dude.
I don't know. I just hate his face when he's doing stuff because it looks like he's shitting. It's always like, "Ugh."
Okay, coming from an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, that's literally his face the whole time.
Do it now.
Yeah.
Kindergarten Cop is still my shit.
Kindergarten Cop's pretty good.
I watched that recently and I was like, I like this movie.
I don't think Sylvester Stallone did like a comedy action that I can think of off the top of my head.
Who would you compare? Who would you kind of put versus on Chuck Norris scale?
I like the Legend of Chuck Norris, but I'm definitely not a fan of any of Chuck Norris's work.
You can't even name any of Chuck Norris's
Well, Walker, Texas Ranger.
other than that.
That's about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. He did a movie with Bruce Lee, I think.
Bruce?
Like, I think it was...
Yeah, it was.
The Dragon movie,
And
maybe?
he lost
Yeah.
because no one fucks with Bruce Lee.
Hell yeah. I guess Bruce Lee is like a really good OG action daddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is the OG action daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is.
Well, I guess probably like cowboy movies have an action daddy, but I'm not
Bruce-
really into cowboy movies.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis? We talking about Bruce Willis
We're
now?
talking about Bruce Willis.
Talk about Bruce Willis.
Bruce
I
Willis.
think Bruce Willis is probably my favorite action daddy out of like the classics, like out of Arnold or Sylvester
Bruce
Stallone.
Willis or Tommy Lee Jones. I don't know why I had want to
Bruce
compare
Willis,
those two.
bro. Bruce Willis. Tommy Lee Jones is like the action daddy that's like, all right, I'm going to start running, and then stunt double runs the rest
Will
of
Smith was good. I forgot about Good old Willie.
I don't like any of his-
Denzel.
Denzel's not really an action daddy. No, he's
Man on Fire.
He's a drama daddy.
Man on Fire. Deja Vu.
I don't count any of those movies as action.
Will Smith or Samuel L. Jackson.
Not either are action daddies.
Will Smith is an action daddy.
Just because he does action movies.
He was like the Chris Pratt of like the late '90s and early millennium.
Yeah, and I don't count Chris Pratt as an action daddy.
He's an action daddy.
That's what I say about that.
Not our action daddy, but he's an action daddy.
He's an action daddy. All right.
Anyone else in this area? I know that was time, but
Yeah. Ooh.
any potential action daddies? I like the fact that we're calling them action daddies just
Yeah.
automatically.
I mean, I think Chris Evans is more of an action daddy than Chris Pratt.
I guess it is. There's a slew of Chris's out there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hemsworth or Evans for action daddy.
Evans.
Really?
Yeah. What, Chris Hemsworth did the Hansel and Gretel movie with, the Hunter. The Huntsman
Hunter,
with Twilight Lady.
He also did what's that one with the red?
I have no idea.
It was like I think one of the Koreas like invaded us.
Oh, yeah. The Wolverines. Yeah, Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn. He
That's
did the
one.
remake of Red Dawn.
And he did the one with like he's like fighting like in Afghanistan with horses.
Oh, yeah. 12 Strong.
Like I'm just naming all you just know.
Yeah.
Krasinski or Hemsworth.
That's not even an op, dude. Hemsworth. Krasinski did Jack Reacher and kind of the Quiet Place.
And he was in 12 Hours. And he was Reed Richards for like 5 seconds.
And he got his ass whooped.
Oh, he not even whooped, dude.
Anyway.
He was like string cheese.
Anyway.
Stupid movie.
Throw those action daddies down in the comments.
Benedict Cumberbatch
Not an action daddy. Just a daddy.
or
Just daddy.
Wong. Wong all the way.
Yeah. Cumby or Wongy.
Yeah.
Definitely Wongy. But anyway, throw those daddies in the comments.
Tell us what daddies you like.
And let's move on to round number 3.
To different daddies.
Round 3.
One can dream. All right, Chris, what's the third subject?
The third subject is going to be South Park.
Oh, shit.
I feel like we've talked ish about South Park, like on and off, but I don't know if we've ever talked about South Park.
Well, if we have, make sure you tell us what episode.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you haven't, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I guess we can look on our spreadsheet thing that we haven't updated in like 100
Since
episodes.
this whole season?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah. Owning a business is hard.
Yeah, it is.
South Park. I love South Park.
Yeah.
I appreciate that they're still trying to be like
Relevant.
fresh.
Yeah, relevant and edgy still.
Yeah, and it's got to be hard, especially because I think they're the one show that's been able to evolve as it's gotten older, which has been nice to see.
I definitely see that.
Because like the first season obviously is nothing compared to like this season, but also like 5 years ago was nothing compared to what this was.
Yeah, even like because I've been watching South Park on and off, like the classic episodes. I remember I'm like, oh yeah, this isn't really that funny, but it's still like certain parts. And then I watch newer episodes that are way more funny than the ones I thought were really funny.
There was I want to say there was like a golden age of like South Park though. Like there was like 2 or 3 seasons that were just fucking fire.
Yeah, I that's what I thought too. So I like looked into it and I like found my favorite episodes. They all came from like season. I want to say like 13-ish.
I think that's right. Yeah, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, because I was in high school, so that's when I was like peak South Park consumption. I'm like, these are the best, and they're not really that funny.
I mean,
A lot of them are very bad.
I just like that they probably. I don't know if you guys have you ever seen the documentary about how they make the.
Yeah, it's 7 Days to Air.
It's like literally just like they come up with a bit and then they just roll off of that bit.
Yeah,
Like
it's
my
pretty
favorite
funny.
still, like Butters is by far my favorite character.
Dude, yeah, I did watch the episode where he becomes a Mexican.
That's my favorite. One of my favorite. Like
Montequilla.
like the storyline's like obviously shitty, but like the idea as a whole is amazing.
Yeah, and it's like they're pretty much like playing cowboys and Indians, except it's like Mexicans and Border Patrol.
Yeah, last of the Mexicans.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like the concept is so outlandish, and then he becomes like a savior.
Yeah, that one's good. The one where Kyle gets AIDS.
Oh yeah,
That one is my favorite because it's just like, and that's the cool thing is like they throw irony in there, just like shit on like celebrities, and that's my favorite thing about them. Like
because they have a
the cure for AIDS is
It's just
money.
money.
You have
Yeah.
to inject money into yourself.
yeah, and it's so funny. It's like, well, if you have like $100 million or something stupid, because they're making fun of Magic Johnson.
I like how they have like a microscope and they like shit like they inject money into like the HIV and like the HIV just like runs away from it.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's a good one. The Family Guy one's really good.
Oh, I love what's the episode where just like Simpsons did it.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like a whole like
Yeah.
thing. It's like you think that's bad.
Yeah. Oh, that's the whole episode where they put Muhammad on TV or something, and then everyone
Yeah.
freaks out. Yeah, yeah.
That was a good one. Fuck, there's so many that I can't even think of right now.
Yeah, because they have what season are they on?
Guitar
like
Hero one's pretty
16?
good.
Oh yeah, it's like he's playing John the Fisherman acoustic, and it just pans over. It's like
Yeah. And then he's playing music in a bowling alley, or he's playing Guitar Hero at a bowling alley.
yeah, yeah.
They have like a game that's like heroin addicting.
Yeah, it's the dragon. Chase a dragon.
Catch
or
the
something.
dragon, and you never can catch the
Heroin
dragon.
Hero, I think is what it's called, and all you do is just chase the dragon. He's like, I almost got it this time, man. It's
That
like,
would-
no, you're never gonna catch it.
The Bono one is also one of my favorites.
Oh, because he's a giant poop.
Yeah, he's
Sorry, also spoilered all these episodes that are like
he needs to be like
decade
the
old.
best person in the world because he's actually a turd.
Yeah. He's like, because Randy, like, the whole opening of the episode is hilarious because it's like Randy on the toilet and he's like, damn you, P.F. Chang's. And then he's like, Sharon, come look at this.
They call it Keurig.
Yeah, Keurig. And then it like cuts to the Guinness World Book of Records and it's like, sorry, sir, we don't have records for the biggest turd. You're going to have to call this. And then it cuts to another phone call and it's Randy. And it's like, so apparently people do this all the time. Yeah, it's so good.
That's a good one. I fucking love South Park. Obviously, like the most famous one. There's 2 of them that I think that always come to mind. Is the Casa Bonita one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That one never gets old. And the softball, or the one they're playing baseball,
Oh, yeah.
and they're trying to purposely lose.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 that always come to mind when I think of South Park.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. But I guess speaking of Casa Bonita, nice transition there, G.
Yeah.
The South Park guys bought Casa Bonita, and apparently it passed all its initial introductory inspections, and it's on track to open at the end of May.
Yeah, and they actually have like a Mexican chef that's in charge of all the plates. So I'm excited for hopefully it being decent.
Yeah.
That's it. That
Are
actually,
we going to check it out or what?
did I tell that I looked into actually like either getting hired there or performing there?
Yeah.
And it's not worth my time.
Like, we
It'd be-
pay $5 an hour.
I mean, it'd be cool to be like I played at Casa Bonita, but I think it's more of like they're looking for like daily work, not necessarily just like one time.
One-offs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, where is Casa Bonita? I know it's like Denver-ish, but it's like,
It's past Federal, I think.
yeah.
It might be closer to Arvada, actually.
Yeah, I don't remember how far away it is, but it's a decent chunk to get there from here. So,
Let's see. Keep on talking South Park.
but yeah, so they passed all of that. I'm really excited because they hired like a renowned Mexican chef, like it's straight up abuelita, dude. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. It's gonna be good.
It's an hour 15. Yeah, it's off of West Colfax, in between Wadsworth and Federal, I think.
That makes sense.
Sheridan.
Yeah.
Wadsworth and Sheridan.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Are we gonna go?
I think I'll give it 6 months.
Okay, let them wrinkle out everything
And just, fuck the crowd, man. But
Yeah.
we're definitely going.
that's fair.
If they, cute.
Oh, cute,
They're
cute,
probably
guys
so
look cute.
tired of it. Should we go dress up as characters?
We could try.
I'll go as Jimmy.
Oh God, probably shouldn't.
I'm trying to think of someone who's like
I'll dress
taller.
up as Token.
Fuck.
All right, we're gonna
I'll be
camp.
Kenny. I'll be
Yeah.
Kenny.
All right. I kind of want to be Butters, but 'cause
Actually, no.
Butters is my favorite.
Is there any brown characters in South
I don't
Park?
think they have Mexicans.
They do. They just have the last of them.
Yeah, because the only time like Mexicans are on there is when they go to like Pueblo to play baseball or something.
Yeah, dude, that's funny. For real. That's so stupid. Didn't Butters also have like a homie that he was like writing essays
Oh,
to?
dude, yeah. It's like they paid him to read a book and write an essay, and he's like, "I did write my essay," because they had the whole bit where you can hire Mexicans to do anything.
That's right.
And he's like, "I did write my essay. I wrote my essay too." He even wrote me back, "Dear essay, good to hear from you. I really appreciate it. Have a good day." And he's like,
Fucking South
"No,
Park.
that's not what an essay is."
I fucking love South Park.
Anyway,
Or my favorite, I think my favorite one that's always I forget about it, so I think about it. I'm like, oh shit, that was amazing. Is when Timmy and Jimmy become part of the Crips.
oh,
That's one of my favorite episodes.
yep. With that being said,
Oh, they kill a bunch of Bloods on accident.
yeah. With that being said, throw down your favorite
Please.
episode and
South Park is my favorite. They hit everything.
let's move on before we get canceled by association.
I mean, they're not canceled. They can't cancel. It's like they
That's why I said
it.
they can't cancel them, but they could definitely cancel us. Moving on.
Round 4.
Subject number 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Number 4. It is number
Yeah.
4. Subject number 4 is why do you need more than one die?
I think more of the question is why do you
Roll
need
of
more
dice.
than one set?
I don't know.
I think this is referring to D&D, and there's a very hard
Please start that timer.
yeah,
again.
there's a very
I'll talk
hard
about it.
line. Well, I was explaining the topic, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
It's fine.
Do your thing.
Yeah, so it's like a very divided group of players just within the community that are like, oh, I need to buy all the dice and like all that, and other people are like, no, that's fucking stupid. You definitely don't need any of that. I'm kind of in the middle of the camps. Like I keep buying them because like
No idea what you're talking about.
I just don't have a
so
lot that
lost.
I like, I guess. So I just buy random ones. I'm like, oh, these are cool, and then I switch them out. But it's like a lot of people just have like hundreds of dice just to play with all the time. Like it literally gets to the point where they have 5 to 6 sets of dice on them, and then they roll, and whichever one rolls higher, they pick that group. Because there's 7, I think, 7 kinds in a set. It's like your 20s, your 10s, yeah, whatever. But anyway, so people like just are superstitious about it. So they're like, oh, this one's rolling bad. I'm gonna put it in jail, and then they roll another one. But
If you guys don't know what he's talking about D&D. So
yeah,
if you're lost,
it's any tabletop. It's really any tabletop.
if you're lost as I am, it's okay.
Yeah, so I mean, they put it in dice jail. I'm more so in the camp of I need more than one set because it's like when you roll, you need more than one of certain things on certain rolls. That's why I need more than one. So, like for example, my class, I can roll recklessly, so I need to roll 2 d20s at one time. So that's why I have 2.
Fuck. I'm listening, but I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
You played D&D the one time. You have
Exactly.
a general idea on how to do it.
Someone just told me, here, roll this one. I'm like, okay, here you go.
I think it's funny how nerdy you are and how nerdy you refuse to be.
No, that's my limit.
Yeah. Is it though?
It is.
You're nerdy about so much dumb shit though, and you refuse to be nerdy about like one of the most popular nerdy things.
I just didn't grow up.
You
with
literally
it.
have a Pokemon card in your phone.
Yeah,
and
I
you're
don't-
making fun of D&D.
And I have no idea what it means.
Yeah, still.
Literally no idea what it means.
But yeah. So you
It
draw
was-
your line at D&D.
I draw my line at Pokemon, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, you still have Pokemon cards. I don't see you having any dice.
Yeah, I've never used the Pokemon cards. Everyone's like, "What's that?" I was like, "I have no idea. This one got gifted to me."
Yeah, because it has a luchador mask.
Yeah.
The Hawlucha.
Halucha.
But anyway, yeah, but like it's very divided, and there's a lot of people in my group specifically. All of us have more than one set. We have a guy that literally has like a 5-gallon Ziploc bag of dice. So it's like, yeah, we're not in that camp of only one set, but I would say like minimum is probably 3. Because there are times where you need to roll like 3 D6s, and you're just
4
like,
minutes left. God damn it.
we need to roll 3 D6s, and it's easier just scrap your D6s and roll than have to be like, all right, can I borrow one? Can I borrow one? Can I borrow one? Can I borrow one? And then roll it, and you have to give them all back. It just speeds the game up more if you have multiple sets for yourself instead of having to borrow it the whole
Why
time.
couldn't this come out when Dakota was on the podcast?
I think this is Dakota's question.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's the only nerdy person that plays D&D
Yeah.
outside of
I think he hasn't started yet. He said he's going to start, but I don't know. Let us know, Dakota. If
I
you
like-
started
okay,
yet.
so I do
also,
like-
again, I guess we shouted out Dakota accidentally again.
Oh, fuck. Gotta stop doing that.
Whoops.
Gotta stop doing that. Like it's a terrible thing to shout out Dakota. Shout out to Dakota. You fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the thing is like, I like the concept of D&D. I just know that I'm so stupid that I'm just like, wait, what? Because that's always like the first time playing it.
Yeah, I guess
it's really fun. Don't get me wrong. Like, okay,
The number one thing about D&D is you have to pay attention, and that's not your strong suit. So I understand why it might be difficult for you.
just looking at these postcards. What'd you say?
Yeah, see?
Those post-its, I guess I should say. But
Yeah.
no. Like honestly, the concept's really cool. Like I actually had a fun time doing it. But I would have to relearn what I learned the last time I played, which was about a year ago.
Yeah, and it's not really that daunting. You just have to learn your character more so than anything else.
I'll just wait until they make the app, and then I'll just be like, yeah, sure, I'll join you guys' conquest.
Yeah, I mean, they do have an app that tells you all of that. It's just not
No.
the 3D one that you're talking about.
yeah, like something
Yeah,
where
yeah.
we could all play like on our phones that just does everything for us.
Yeah. I mean, until they do that, I think the way they have it now is okay. But once they develop that app, I think it's going to kind of ruin the game a little bit, but also open it up to way more players.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because something like that, it is like it helps the game, but it doesn't help the culture.
Yeah.
Is that a good way to say it?
I could see that. Yeah.
Because it's one of those things where once people kind of go into like learning new things, they'll start putting in their input and not really respecting the process that it took to get to where it's at now.
Yeah, and it's just streamlining it, making it easier for people to play. So it's good for the game, gets more players. And also, if you don't know what we're talking about, it's like a beta test for D&D 1, which is going to be the new edition of D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons, if you really don't know what we're talking
Yeah, I mean,
about.
I'm pretty sure everyone's at least that smart.
I think Kirk and Sally actually might know what Dungeons and Dragons are.
They probably played back in the day.
I wonder if they have.
Oh, we should ask him.
Start a campaign with them.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. It'll open up the game, but like it'll ruin the traditionalist kind of thing, and I think there'll be more limitations on how you play your games. Because D&D right now doesn't make that much money at all.
Yeah.
They're owned by Hasbro, who also owns like the
Battleship.
Magic. Well, they own all that, but yeah, they own the Magic cards as well. And they're already like oversaturating the market for Magic, so all like Pokemon cards have a certain set value. Where Magic cards, they literally release a set
like
and
crypto.
then tank the value immediately by releasing a brand new set just months later.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking
So
about still.
anyway, but yeah, that's why like it'll be good for the game, but bad for the kind of traditionalist and style of the game. It's going to be more limiting. You'll have to buy their stuff to play their games. It's ridiculous.
Any more dice games that don't involve warlocks?
I mean, there's hundreds of tabletops. Like we're talking about playing.
More famous ones.
well,
Well,
we're-
like top famous.
Well, I mean,
Craps. Clackety, clackety, clack.
yeah, I guess.
You ever play craps?
Yeah, I don't understand it, but I roll it anyway.
I feel like I understand craps more than I do Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, because it's easier.
Exactly.
There's less rules.
Just play the line, baby. Just
Yeah.
play the line.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's really.
You can never see snake eyes on a table. You ever done that before? We should just go, dude. Oh my god, I have an idea.
I don't know if I like this idea.
Let's go to Blackhawk and just say snake eyes every single crap table we're at. Like say all the forbidden words, just see how people get pissed
Dude,
off.
yeah, it's like, so man, you know what's some bullshit? How in that G.I. Joe movie, how they just killed off all the main characters and then fucking gave Snake Eyes his own movie?
Be like, bro, who's your favorite G.I. Joe character? Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just we'll do the whole bit like that where it's just
Well, with that being said,
like this is our first time gambling, yeah, for sure. Hey, have you guys ever seen that G.I. Joe movie?
yeah.
Snake Eyes is by far my favorite one.
It's like, ooh, I like Shadow or whatever his name is. I have to look him up.
It's like, yeah, it's like that,
Ripcord.
it's like that movie, Lucky Number 11. Just make up movies. So G
All
Cruz
right.
got kicked out of a fucking casino.
For being dicks. Anyway,
They somehow still lost their $100.
If you have any opinion on this debate, which should probably just be Dakota, shout out again accidentally. Definitely let us know, because I don't think any of my D&D group watches our podcast. You bastards.
Yeah, fucking dicks.
Which, like
I
I
want to
said-
compliment y'all, but no, fuck you.
Which, like I said, like my D&D group, they're pretty much stacked on dice all the time.
Don't.
I bet they'll show up tonight and have a new set of dice. I guarantee it.
Don't know what that means.
Yeah, you do. You just refuse to know.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Final round.
All right, Chrissy Poo, what's the final subject?
The final subject is trash TV we watched as kids. And right off the bat, rip Jerry. Watch that shit all the time, dude. Ridiculous.
I never watched Jerry Springer's. My mom didn't allow me to.
Yeah, your mom didn't let you do a lot of shit, though.
No, it made sense though, because it was
Jerry Springer was fucking wild.
It was fucking wild.
And that was like on during the daytime, dude.
I watched a clip not that long ago of him inviting clan members, and like the fucking audience just jumps him.
I mean,
It's fucking
Jerry
awesome.
Springer was scripted like wrestling, so it wasn't like it was pretty scripted out television.
Yeah, but it was still pretty awesome.
Yeah, dude. I remember back in the day too. My brother, I think it was my brother, ordered like a Jerry Springer uncensored thing,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that he had those.
and I was just like, "What?" And I snuck it when no one's around. It wasn't even that cool.
It was like
It was like wet T-shirt contest.
Comedy Central Girls Gone Wild. At
Yeah,
1
I
in
was
the
like,
morning.
all right, whatever.
If you don't know what that's all about, you didn't grow up in our era.
Yeah, definitely.
That was our first. That was our
Yeah.
first inclination of manhood.
Yeah, I guess
Or
I watched a
pervert,
lot
I
of those though, like Maury, because I watched. I can't remember what was on TV right before my cartoons came on, because I would get home at like 3:15 or something,
Dude, the TV was wild back in
and then it would be like adult shows until 4:00, and 4:00's when all the after school cartoons started. I just don't remember, like Judge Judy. I watched Judge Judy all the time because
I was all about Judge Joe Brown.
well, Judge Judy came on before Digimon. So that's why I watched Judge Judy. It was 2 episodes of Judge Judy, and then it was Digimon, and then it was The Simpsons.
So here's the crazy thing about that is that in growing up, everything was in Spanish, which, dude, there's some crazy shit that was in Spanish television.
Okay.
Fucking, there's this show called Cristina, which was kind of like Jerry Springer, where they were bringing like people who were like having problems and they try to like solve their problems. Which, by the way, is such a fucked up thing to do.
So it's like a Maury.
It's like it's like free therapy, but you can do it in front of a crowd and all
Yeah.
televised.
It's not really free. It's just, it'd probably traumatize you more.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, let's talk about this shit, right? So there's this show called Cristina. I actually had a buddy who was my neighbor who was actually on that show because he was one of those bad kids. So it was like they did this whole segment of like Scared Straight, but with like Mexican kids.
Uh-huh.
And he was like him and his mom were on there. His mom has like a glass eye, so I just like, oh, that's definitely her kind of thing.
Yeah.
Fucking wild. And then there's this show called Laura en America, which is like the same thing, but it's Peruvian.
Uh-huh.
And that shit was like Jerry Springer. It was fucking
Dude, I need to
awesome.
watch more Spanish
And they're
TV,
like,
apparently.
Pero señora Laura, sé cuando me habla, me está pegando. Like super slow talking, and then they'd be like, ¿Qué pasa, el desgraciado? And the fucking guy would come in and they'd beat the shit out of him. It was fucking awesome. That was trash TV, and it was great. I'll just have to show you. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess like moving up, like growing up, like did you watch like any of those stupid ass like reality TV shows like
Road Rules and
like Road Rules, like
I remember
God, what was the other one?
Real World.
Real World,
versus
yeah,
Road Rules
yeah,
Challenge.
yeah.
I remember that. I mean, in segments when my sister was watching.
Yeah,
Other
yeah.
than that, not really.
Yeah, because I didn't really watch any reality TV like that either. But at the same time, I watched like Robin Big and
Robin Big was awesome.
and like Viva La Bam, and then
Yeah, Robin Big was awesome.
like I still watch reality trash TV, but it wasn't like
Do you remember
that kind of stuff.
Andy Dick's reality TV show?
No, he had one.
Bro,
What?
I forgot what it was called.
Dick's House.
Oh, what the fuck was it? It was insane, and you could tell like it was so fake and great. But like instead of saying like you're fired, so it's like The Apprentice, but with Andy Dick.
Uh-huh.
And his whole thing was like, and if you lose this contest, like that was his whole thing. Is like that's how you like get cut from like the show. Fuck, what was it called? Here,
That's
keep on
wild.
talking.
Dude, but yeah, there was also like a bunch of shows on VH1 that I watched religiously. Like, they did like I Heart the 80s or I Love the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just a bunch of random comedians that like did a nostalgia trip. I watched that with my brother because he was more so grew up in the 80s and I was born at the end of the 80s. So I didn't really experience that, but like it was just fun.
It was called The Assistant. Fucking shit.
Oh, yeah, because he was hiring his personal assistant.
It was so
That's right.
wild,
That's
dude.
right. Yeah, I
Fuck, I
remember
forgot
that.
about that show.
Yeah. But then, yeah, so I started watching VH1, and then that turned into like some celebrity Big Brother situation where they put a bunch of celebrities living in a house?
That was I used to watch Big Brother, but the Spanish version. That
Oh,
was pretty
okay.
cool.
Yeah, they put a bunch of celebrities living in the house, and that's how like Flavor Flav got his own TV show.
Flavor of Love, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so like I didn't watch that, but like I watched the
Brett Michaels had another one too.
yeah, because Brett Michaels was also on this show. God, I can't remember the name of that
VH1
reality
ruined
show.
a lot of things, didn't they? MTV in general. Viacom. I was gonna say
Yeah,
Viacom.
Viacom.
Just the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, dude, like all that was so trash.
Shit cartoons?
So trash. I don't really remember
Kablam.
any shit. I mean, I watched Space Ghost Coast to Coast. And,
need to rewatch that.
And my mom definitely hated me watching that. And also it was on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
It's like, you shouldn't be up that late watching that anyway. I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm definitely sleeping.
It was a good South Park
Okay, thanks.
sound. And now you weren't even trying to do that, but yeah.
Yeah.
God, there was so much ass TV back in the day. So much.
Yeah.
Cops.
Oh, yeah, Cops, dude. Watch Cop. Bad boys. What
Yeah,
you gone?
fucking
What you
is it
gone?
Inner Circle?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I have to look that up. But yeah, dude, Cops was hardcore. And it's like people like viewed Cops two different ways.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, fucking beat him, or it's like, holy shit, he's fucking beating him.
I wonder if it's like we should probably watch reruns and be like, oh,
Yeah, dude, for real. It's like the writing was on the wall all along.
Jesus.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yes, fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Dude, that shit, I didn't really watch it religiously because the concept was fucking stupid to me, but that dude was a character.
Mythbusters was another one I loved a lot.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that trash because that was educational.
Yeah. West Coast
Kinda.
Choppers.
Yeah, I watched West Coast Chop. Do you remember Monster Garage?
Monster Garage.
Where they
yeah.
like took cars and they like built them into random machines.
Oh, dude.
Because wasn't it the same guy?
Hit my ride.
Oh God, I remember that and all the controversies that came after that.
So you want to be a player.
Yeah, X to the Z. But
Such
yeah,
a dope show. It's a terrible show at the same time.
yeah, dude. The concept was really cool, but also apparently it was just very, very poorly executed.
There's a YouTube channel where they actually found like one of the vans that they did and he like actually like refurbished it.
Yeah,
Like it was in the junkyard. He just shot it. God, fucking.
that's fucking wild.
Childhood TV was awesome. You guys don't
Yeah.
even know.
Oh man, did you ever watch BattleBots?
I vaguely remember about.
Well, I think they brought it back, but it was like where basically people built miniature robots in an arena and
yeah.
just attacked each other. That shit was sick, dude. But anyway, trash TV.
it's my favorite. Mad TV was probably my favorite too.
Oh, Mad TV was definitely.
It wasn't trash. That was not.
My brother bought me actual Mad magazines,
Yeah.
and every Mad magazine in the back they had that picture. It was like a full picture that you folded in half, and it made a dirty picture.
Nice.
Yeah, every single time. It was pretty funny.
I love it, man. TV used to be cool.
Yeah. But anyway, if you guys have any trash TV, definitely throw it at us because it's fun reminiscing and also hating yourself for watching it.
That shit. Yeah. Fuck. Stargate.
Hey, shut your fucking mouth, okay?
Thank you guys again for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you guys check us out on YouTube, on Spotify, and all those streaming platforms.
YouTube, too.
But also, make sure you guys check us out on social media. We might be posting some tidbits. Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know. Our social media sucks, so we don't really do anything with it anymore.
Yeah.
Remember when we tried to do social media stuff?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
Social media.
thank you guys for tuning in.
Check
We'll
out our
see
DVD
you on
extras.
Friday for DVD extras.
DVD extras.
Have a good
Shout out to
day.
Dakota
On purpose that time.
on purpose. Bye.